friends, and welcome back to Generation Pixel. If you're new to the channel, well, you've probably popped along because it's spooky month. And to celebrate the start of this momentous occasion, well, I've picked 5 horror games, or at least 5 horror themed games that I've never played. Well, at least never played to completion. And not only that, I'm going to let one of you guys out there, or maybe the consensus of you guys out there, to pick which game that I should have completed before the 31st, before the big day itself, Halloween. So if you want to see the 5 games that I've picked that I need to complete, then you just wait until after these titles. Now I'm going to be showing these games in reverse chronological order, so first up for the games that I haven't completed, it's Resident Evil 2. Yes, now I should have played this when I first got it, but I didn't, and I do love the first Resident Evil game, the non-remaster of course. And I love all of the Resident Evil games up to, well, Code Veronica X, but that's a whole different story. So the first Halloween game, or the first horror game that I've put out there for you guys to decide whether I should play it to completion or not, is Resident Evil 2.
And don't make my mistake. If you see one of those things, uniform or not, you do not hesitate.
Whatever it takes to save this city.
Surprised you made it this far.
Need info on my extraction. Survival's your responsibility.
The second game that I've selected that I want you guys to help me pick to play is on the PlayStation 3, and it's Alice, The Madness Returns. Now I haven't played this game at all, I have seen plenty of gameplay on it. It looks deliciously creepy and, well, just right up my street in the PlayStation 3 era. I love the PlayStation 3 era, so if you want to see me play this game to completion, or it forced me to play this game to completion before Halloween, then this is the game that you're going to want to vote for. So that's Alice, The Madness Returns on the PlayStation 3.
I've not come back here looking for a fight.
That's a pity. One's certainly looking for you.
The destruction of Wonderland is the destruction of me.
Now a new evil reigns.
Help me, Alice.
We need your help!
The third game that I've picked out I have no experience of at all, except for maybe 10 or 20 seconds of footage on other people's channels, and that game is Cold Fear. Now, as I've pointed out before, I know nothing about this except for the fact that Geordie Slasher Gamer quite enjoys this one. So if you want to see me go back to the PlayStation 2 classics for some horror survival games, then this is the game you're going to vote for. It's Cold Fear on the PlayStation 2. Now the penultimate game that I've picked out is not on a Sony system. It is in fact on a Nintendo system, the GameCube, and it's Eternal Darkness Sanity's Requiem. Now I have no idea about this game whatsoever. I have never seen gameplay footage, I have never played it myself. This has never been in my GameCube. So the reason that I picked it up was quite simple. Andy at UK Kraut Gaming absolutely sung this game's praises. And when I looked at the cover art, I said, you know what, that's right up my street. So picked it up, but I haven't played it. I've needed an excuse, so will you guys out there give me an excuse to play Eternal Darkness in the GameCube? Well, if that's the case, then just vote for it.
I had no knowledge of what was to come, nor did I care. And you shall surely perish.
for the final of the 5 horror or horror themed games that I must pick one to play before the end of Halloween, well, we're going back to Sony and we're going back all the way to the PlayStation. In this game, Koudelka. Now I did play a little bit of this back in the day, but not too much of it, and to be honest with you, my memory on it is fairly fuzzy. But if you want to see me play Koudelka on the PlayStation, well, that's the game you're going to vote for. So get to voting and pick a game for me to play before the end of Halloween.
It's amazing.
Go!
So there you have it, my friends. That's the 5 horror or horror themed games that I haven't played, or at least haven't played anywhere near to completion, and you guys get to pick which one I've got to complete and get off the backlog before midnight on the 31st of October. Now I do hope that you'll vote quite quickly, because I'm only giving you a week to do so, because I need time to play the game, obviously. So down in the comments, let me know what you want me to play, and next week I'll start playing what the majority wants me to play. And if you don't want to leave in the comments, don't forget you can get me on Twitter, and I will leave the Twitter there, or you can even get me on Facebook, and that's there. And if you're totally old school, well, here's the email address. But vote, let me know what I need to play, because I need to get this off my backlog, one of these games at least, before the 31st. Now thank you very much for watching as always, and if you want to see any more videos coming from Generation Pixel, or not miss the review of the game that gets selected today, well, the subscription button is always there. It's always free, and you can always change your mind if you don't like the game that I end up playing. Thank you very much for watching as always, and until next time, cheerio!